Alright, hello everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you my first mixed set. This is a basic crit set, nothing very fancy, but it's really easy to make. You can make this after fighting Nergigante at least one time, and I'll go ahead and I'll show you what it takes. So first of all, I've used the Dober Male beta and the Dober Greaves beta. They each give me attack boost level 2, as you can see here. I went for these over the alphas, because they just don't give me anything useful. Mushroomancer is not helpful whatsoever. Attack boost level 2 from the Greaves as well. To make these you will need Elder Dragon Bones, which you can get from fighting Nergigante a few times. Moving along here, the next couple of pieces come from the Odogaron set. The Vambraces, the Odogaron Vambraces Alpha, will give you a level of Constitution, which reduces stamina usage, and a level of Critical Eye. I'm mainly using this for the Critical Eye. The Constitution's just a little added bonus. And I am also using the Odogaron Coil. Odogaron Coil will give you 2 levels of Critical Eye and a level of Speed Sharpening. The only reason I'm using the Alpha over the Beta here is because I don't have anything better to put on it than Speed Sharpening. But if you do, then go for using that Beta set instead. And finally we have the Dragon King Eye Patch. This has Weakness Exploit level 2 on it, which will add a 30% affinity increase against weak points, which is amazing. And so moving on to my decorations. I don't really have very many good decorations yet. I just have the attack jewel that they give you on the Dober Greaves, and I have the Tenderizer Jewel, which adds another level of Weakness Exploit on the Male, which brings my Weakness Exploit up to 50%, which is just absolutely fucking amazing. And for my last couple of slots, I don't really have very many good jewels, so I have the Evasion Jewel on the Eye Patch, which is helpful, and then I just swap out whatever happens to be maybe useful for the current fight that the current hunt. So if we go ahead and look at all this together, I'll bring up my menu here. So the Odogaron Mastery improves my draw attacks. That's nice. Nothing. I didn't specifically go after this, but ain't bad. So moving on to Critical Eye, I'm at level 6 from both the Odogaron parts, and I have a Critical Eye Charm that's at level 3, which brings me up to level 6, adding a 25% increase in my affinity. Attack boost adds another 5%, along with 15% at level 5, which means 30% is my base affinity that I'm working with on a weapon that has 0. In addition to that, Weakness Exploit at level 3 will add another 50%, which brings that total up to 80%. 80% affinity is not bad at all on a weapon that usually would have 0. And other than that, I have Constitution and Speed Sharpening from my armor at level 1, and then Evade Window and Fire Resistance from my decorations. And they help, but they're not what I'm building for, so. So those numbers were based on a 0 affinity weapon. If I have a weapon with 20% base affinity equipped, then its base goes from 20 up to 50, which when you add that to the Weakness Exploit will be 100. So as long as I'm hitting a weak point, then I will be getting a 100% affinity. And that's all I got for you today. That was my very first mixed set in Monster Hunter World. Hopefully it gave some of the newer people out there something to work towards, or ideas of how to make mix sets. For those who aren't so new, I would love to know what y'all's first mix set was. Go ahead and leave a comment telling me about it. I'm very interested in the first thing that people made in Monster Hunter World. And thanks for watching.